boy, am I on the struggle bus this morning. A bunch of us ladies got together last night and we went to Orlando to Calvary Church to go to a concert. We were all very excited because we were getting to see some of our favorite worship singers, and we had so much fun. But wow, it was a late night. We didn't get home until midnight because, you know, the drive out there, drive back, and then of course the concert was 3 hours long. It was amazing. It is definitely, if you have never been in a large group of people that come together and worship, you're missing out on something, because it can be quite a moving experience. So we had a blast. Of course, I got to see my faves, Tasha Cobbs and Naomi Rain, and Natalie Grant was there, and Taya, I think I'm pronouncing that right. But it was so much fun. And just to be able to go and hang out with some ladies from church, and it wasn't just our group that went. We actually ran into a whole bunch of our other church members, so we decided to all sit together. We took up like 21 seats. And that is great. It is so awesome to be a part of a church where we're that close. Everybody has each other's phone numbers, and we get together and go and do things, and we actually do life together. We actually have built a community within our church that we can share our lives together, so that when we are in those great times that we are celebrating our lives and everything is wonderful and we're going, we have people to help motivate us. And on those days and those trials that happen where we sometimes need that extra helping hand, we sometimes need somebody to pick us up off the ground and pull us forward. We're surrounded by this huge community that will literally do that. So, you know, if I don't show up to church on Sunday, my friends call to check on me. They legitimately, they don't just want to know, hey, why weren't you at church? It's, I'm checking on you. I didn't see you today. Did I miss you in passing? Because, you know, we're there every Sunday. And when we miss a day of church, it's noticeable. So they call and check on us. They want to know, you know, did somebody get sick? How's everything going? Are you guys out of town? But that's not the usual typical for me, because if I'm not going to be there, I let the girls know, because we serve on a team together, and between us ladies that are helping lead and set up our greeting team and stuff, we let each other know where we are. That way it doesn't all fall on the shoulders of one person. But wow, it was an amazing night last night. Definitely, if you ever get a chance to go to a concert that is, you know, worship and praise, do it. It's energizing, but it truly, I mean, it fills you up, and it gives you that time to also let go of whatever it is you need to let go of. God moves in amazing ways through worship, through music. So I encourage you to go do that. I mean, you will love it. Get a group of people together, because sometimes it's scary to go and do things and go places you don't understand, you don't know, that you haven't experienced yet. So get a group of people together and go and do it. But so I'm a little tired. I still got up at 5 when the alarm went off. I'm moving a little slow. I'm pretty sure the kids didn't eat breakfast this morning. We totally forgot it was dress down day at school, so we're like changing uniforms at the last minute, and it was just kind of a struggle this morning. I wasn't moving as fast. But today is Friday, and this is usually my cleaning day for the week. So, sweeping floors, mopping floors, getting the kitchen all kind of tidy together, getting laundry done. I've got to do some deep cleaning in the bathroom. Our puppy dog had an accident in there, and I didn't realize it till I went in there and picked a towel up off the floor, and I'm like, whoa. Okay. So, I'm going to do some deep cleaning in the bathroom, because that is a smell that just kind of, it lingers. And I'm sitting in my office, but I can still smell the urine down the hall. Whew. So, we're going to get that cleaned up. Thank God for steam mops. And get laundry put away, get laundry started. Does your laundry seem like it is like ever going all the time? I've really pared down my clothes and my girls' clothes and stuff, and even the towels, and I still feel like there's always so much laundry. If anybody has any secrets on how to get on top of and stay on top of laundry, share them in the comments below. I would love to know. I pretty much do laundry 2 to 3 times a week, and that keeps the flow of school uniforms as well as towels and stuff kind of going. Maybe I'm just at that point where I have figured out what works for us, but I just always feel like there's so much. But so yeah, if you got any tips and tricks there, I would be happy to receive those. So I'm tackling the kitchen first. That seems to be where I start all the time, is in the kitchen. And I want to get the kitchen just kind of pulled together and tidied up. I was not home yesterday evening, so of course, dishes didn't get done. I got to load the dishwasher. I did already start this morning, getting up at 5 a.m. It's almost like my brain is pre-programmed, so I set my coffee cup on the coffee pot and then go in and start loading up dishes that might be in the sink or whatever didn't get taken care of the night before. It helps reset the kitchen, which in turn helps me get things done in the kitchen. So I'm probably going to start here in the kitchen first and move my way through the house into the living room and bedrooms and get laundry and things put away. But guys, I'm taking you with me today. As always, I enjoy having you with me. I enjoy the company. It is so nice to have somebody to kind of talk through your day with. So, oh, hang on. My vacuum's eating something. My little robot vacuum found one of the girls' necklaces and ate it. So, that, of course, I love this vacuum. That's running in the background. It's kind of doing that pre-sweep before I come through and really get the baseboards and everything and up under the couch. But it does help. It does a big chunk of what I need to get done. It also helps during the week when I need to vacuum all the time. I have a dog, and she's part German Shepherd, so there's hair everywhere. And just running that vacuum every morning after everybody's gone to work and school, just getting that vacuum going, it picks up a lot of the hair and stuff that's kind of floating through the house. So let's jump in and get started. If there is a place in your house today you need to get done, if there's some motivation that you need, you can do this with me. If you need to tackle a load of laundry, let's tackle it together. I know I don't enjoy folding laundry. I always wait. And I know the best thing to do is to just do the continuous process, get it in there, pull it out, fold it, and put away. But guys, I have laundry that's been sitting on the recliner for about 3 days now. And it's just because I don't want to fold it and put it away. So we're going to get it all done today. Friday is my reset day. It's my cleaning day. I want to go into the weekend fresh, and I invite you guys to come along with me. So I've got the kitchen pretty much cleaned up. I just have a few pans that I'm letting soak. They set on the counter for a few days, so yeah, they need to get done. With just not feeling well, I haven't been staying up on things, and I'm trying to get as much as I can done today. I've got the energy, although we were out late last night and I'm moving a little slow. I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. I'm not looking for perfection in this. I just need to get as much done as I can today so that I can have my weekend. But I wanted to share with you guys. I'm cleaning off my counters in here, and I've come across this huge bag of potatoes. So on Wednesday, when I went to pick up my girls, it had started to rain, and then it started to hail. So it was in the 80s, probably about 83, 85, and within 15 minutes, the temperature dropped to 52. Because of that, it started to hail, and I mean, this was like a freak storm. The hail was huge. I thought it was going to break the windshield. We have a lot of damage done to the cars in our neighborhood as well as at the school because we were sitting in line waiting to get the kids. Of course, they delayed the pickup because nobody's going to want to send our kids out in that. But I got the girls, and we thought it was starting to clear up, and we made it just a little bit down the road, and it got harder and heavier, and the fog, because of the temperature drop, was so bad we could not see in front of the car. Now, I'm from up north, so I've driven in plenty of snow and ice and, you know, the little blizzards and whiteouts and stuff. So I wasn't, you know, unnerved by it. It was just, you know, we can't go any further. We're going to have to pull over. I found the most convenient spot that I could. Everybody else had pulled off the side of the road. Everybody was just kind of waiting it out. I could not get the car under any kind of coverage because I was quite literally in the middle of the city picking up the girls. So, highway was most definitely not an option. We were going to take the long way home, and wow, did it turn into a long way home. It took us 2 hours to get home. The rain and the hail was falling so fast, the hail plugged up the sewer drains, so everything flooded. There were trees down, limbs, there were signs falling over. Quite a few accidents that had happened, and it was just a hot mess. It happened so fast. It took all of us by surprise that, you know, I think a lot of people who are not used to driving in that kind of weather kind of freaked out, and those of us that are used to driving in that kind of weather may have pushed the limits a little bit, thinking that we could drive and get home. So we got home safe. Our friends and family are safe. There was no damage to our house or our vehicles, which I'm very surprised. But my fiance, Joe, works just up the road from the girls, and I had actually made it to his workplace, and I thought I could just park the car and go inside their building and we could just hang out there. But as soon as I pulled in, I could see it was flooded. And I thought, well, you know, I could probably roll the car through this. It can't be that deep. I was wrong. I was so wrong. As soon as I pulled in and I realized how deep the water was and it was coming up to the doors, I immediately backed out. So he was trying to call me and text me, but our calls were not going through. Text messages were not going through. Like I said, I mean, this was just a quick little disaster that happened. So I went ahead and pulled over to the side of the road. We waited it out and drove home. But Joe took one of his coworkers home because she had a tiny little car and she had a long drive to go home and didn't want to risk getting stuck in flood water. So he took her home. He has a truck, so he just drove on through it. He took her home, and because of that, her father blessed us with this huge bag of potatoes. Now, y'all know I can't eat potatoes, but I'm like, holy cow, what am I going to do with these potatoes? And this is a red potato. So their family actually drives produce, and they're way out in the country. So she's actually out further than we are, past the suburbs into the country. And her parents drive produce, so they always get extra produce given to them by the farmers. And I mean, these are beautiful potatoes. These are the red skin, or some call them purple skin potatoes, but I call them red skin potatoes. They are great sized, and I'll probably make some potato salad for Joe and the girls, but this bag is massive. And, you know, this is a tremendous blessing for us, and I'm thinking, who else can I give potatoes to? Because there's no way we're going to be able to eat this many. But for the most part, the kitchen is tidied up. I'm going to move myself into the living room and start working in here. It's not bad. I think it's just the laundry I don't want to do. When you don't feel good, you just don't want to do things. And I let a few things go this week because it just wasn't going to happen. You know, I don't feel sick unless I was getting something and it just really wore me down. But I've been in a funk. And, you know, I think that concert and going and worshiping with, you know, my church and stuff really helped lift me out of that. To be stuck in just kind of those negative, just bad feeling funks, and then to take that and just pour it out and allow God to pour back into you, it does make a tremendous difference. He is, of course, our physician, our healer, and, you know, anything I have taken to him, he has never not answered for me. So I am going to dive in here and start in on the living room. living room picked up and swept, and the kitchen is picked up. I need to finish off those last 2 pans, but I'm gonna sit down and eat some lunch. And I made some tuna salad yesterday to get me through, the next few days. But I was also thinking about dinner, and I usually don't cook on Fridays. Fridays is usually like our leftover night, and we do have leftover stuffed peppers, and we have some leftover rice, so we might do that. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw a chili together in the crock pot. That way I'm not making a huge mess of the kitchen. It's just kind of more of a dump and go. There's no meat in this particular chili. It has a sweet potato and black beans in there to take place of the actual meat. So it'll be filling, but it'll be a lighter meal. And we can even use the rice to go with that as well. That way I'm using up my leftovers in the fridge. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some lunch out of the way, and then I have the mop. I have the floors to mop, and as long as I have the main parts of the house done, I'll start moving into the bedrooms and that back bathroom. I've got a mop back there. Whew.
Set out on the open road, same old place you always used to go when you were younger. Speeding through a 50 song like your dad before you didn't even notice. The old man with silver hair sitting in his rocking chair. Soon you'll be there. Although it's easy to remember, it's as easy to forget that it leaves you feeling down and filled with some regrets. All this trick of the memory, we'll call them good old days. Although sweet in the moment, poison for you. Listening to the same old tune as you heard before, you even knew the language. With every line it brought you back to where the summer never ended. Although it's easy to remember, it's as easy to forget that it leaves you feeling down and filled with some regrets. All this trick of the memory, we call them good old days. Although sweet in the moment, it's poison for you. It's poison for you. different road, same old place you always used to go when you were younger. Speeding through a 50 song like your dad before you didn't even notice. The old man with silver hair sitting in his rocking chair. Soon you'll be there. Although it's easy to remember, it's as easy to...
Well, I've gotten done what I can get done for now, but it's that time of day and I need to run and grab the girls. So hey friends, I am back from picking up the girls. Hannah is off to spend some time with her older sister, Katie. She just moved out, so she's gonna go over to her place for a while. And I'm gonna start working on dinner. I'm actually gonna do a quiche tonight. I figured since it's just the three of us here, why make anything too big? So I'm gonna prep the things that I need for tomorrow for lunch and dinner since it's a Saturday. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a quiche tonight. And of course, this is something really easy.
Sitting next to you.
And, you know, simple ingredients, doesn't take a whole lot. Even if you don't know how to make a pie crust, you can buy it. You know, it's not gonna hurt you. You can buy a pie crust. But I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this, and I will make sure to put a link to the recipe down below. So what you're gonna need is, now I've doubled this recipe. So the actual recipe is 8 slices of bacon, 4 eggs, a cup of milk or a cup of half and half, and then about a cup of cheese. It just depends on how much cheese you like. But I've doubled this because I have 2 pie crusts. So I've got a whole package of bacon, 8 eggs, 2 cups of milk, and probably about 2 cups of cheese here. Just kind of eyeballing it. But it comes together really quick, and you pop it in the oven. You just follow the recipe for whatever pie crust that you're going to get. As easy as that. So I'm gonna let these defrost, and I'm gonna sit down and do some work while these are defrosting, and then I'll get dinner thrown together, and it should be done in about 20-25 minutes. So friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and getting all of these things done. I hope I encouraged you along the way as you're going through your day. I'm going to get these in the oven and have one for dinner and one for breakfast. And as always, guys, I thank you for joining me on my journey today, and I bless you on yours.